Now I'm going to make an assembly file consisting of the top and bottom parts of my container. So if I go up here to New, Assembly, I choose Place, and I'm going to look for the bottom of the box. There it is. And right-click Done. So there it is. Let me go and place another object in there, and that would be the top. There it is. Just need the one, and done. Okay, so there they are. And you can see that they're what I created earlier. Now we want to impose some constraints on these. We want to essentially assemble these things and put them together and see if there's any interference. And the way we're going to do that is in our assembly. We're going to go to the Inspect tab, and on the Interference panel, we're going to eventually use this tool to determine whether or not these two things fit together. But for now, we'll go back to Assemble, hit the Constrain tool on the Position panel. First thing we want to do is do a flush constraint, and I think you'd all agree that we want to have the bottom on the bottom. And in terms of flush, we want the side of the top to be coincident with the side of the bottom. And I think I did that, even though they're so far apart it wasn't obvious. Let's try this side. So that's 1. I'm going to try that again. And so our first side will be here. Second one will be here. And apply. And I don't remember hitting apply on that first one. Let's try that again to make sure. So we'll hit that guy, and that guy, and apply. Okay. Now, so those are aligned now. Now we want to use the face, or I guess it's mate constraint. So we want to mate this little ledge, or shoulder, to this face here. So let's give that a try. So we'll click that one, and let's see, kind of lost where I was. There we go. Okay, got my bearings. So it's going to be that face is going to mate with that one, and apply, and let's see if that makes sense. Looks like they fit together pretty well. Now remember, the green top is 3/1000ths of an inch all the way around larger. So that should mean that we can move that green top around a little bit by 3/1000ths in one direction without causing an interference. So to test that, we can expand in the over here in this region on the left. We can take a look at the one of the flush. Let's try this one. So what I'm going to do, first of all, let's go to the Inspect and analyze it. So what this is going to do, it prompts me, if I go to the Inspect tab and the Interference panel, I click Analyze Interference. It says, okay, define set 1. Well, set 1 is the top, set 2 is the bottom, and okay. Oh, that was loud. It tells me that there are no interferences when I assemble these parts. But let's make one. So I'm going to edit this flush constraint, and I'm going to put in 0.005. So we're going to shift them 5/1000ths of an inch relative to each other. And what do you think should happen? Well, since we gave 3/1000ths clearance between them in our original design, we're probably going to get some interference. Let's see how that shows up. I click that one, set to is that guy, and then OK. And pretty cool in the sense it says, hey, right now these are interfering with each other. They're trying to occupy the same place. And so you've got a problem, and it tells you actually the total volume of that interference. It's very, very small, of course. So I'm going to go back to this flush and flush constraint, and I'm going to change it to 0.004, 4/1000ths. And I'm going to analyze it again. And let's see what happens. Still have a problem. Now it's orange instead. I think it was red before, wasn't it? So we've still got a problem, and that shouldn't surprise us because we only gave 3/1000ths of an inch margin. So if I edit that to 3/1000ths, that should mean that I've moved it to the extreme that I can. I've slid this over ever so slightly. You can't tell in the picture, of course. And then if I analyze them, 1 second set. Oh, we still got a problem. It's very small. Now that surprises me. I wonder if I didn't go out. Did I make it 2/1000ths? I think I may have. I'll have to go back and look at the video. I think I did make it a little tighter. So here's 2/1000ths. And now, if I go and analyze them, all is good. Again, I'll turn down the volume more. So no interferences. So I'm going to actually, I'm going to edit this back to 0. I think I've made my point. Okay. And for the mate constraint, I'm going to add an inch between them. And I'm going to save my assembly like this, so that I can kind of see what I have here. I've got the top and the bottom of my box. They're right there. And we've just confirmed that they fit together. And I think we're done in terms of the CAD part. Now we'll have to move into the CAM and determine how are we going to get the tool paths to move around in the mill such that we mill out these parts.